Welcome to Mobile by May. I'm Steve May. I'm a licensed home builder, residential realtor, and I'm passionate about historic preservation. Our show features Mobile history, real estate, and transformation projects. Our mantra is that architecture is frozen music, and it really helps to inspire and elevate us. And I hope that you can join us as we breathe new life into old things. Hey y'all, we're at the Holiday Homes Tour at the Oakley Mansion in Oakley Garden Historic District. This is a Greek revival built in 1833. It's a magnificent home. Hope y'all can come see it sometime. My home on Common Street was actually inspired by the architecture of this house. And I just love the simplicity of it, and the symmetry and the balance. And of course, it's raised up so high for the climate. And it's just a beautiful house museum. I thought it would be kind of fun to showcase this. I'm gonna come down the staircase, which comes down through the middle of the house with these turned banisters on this herringbone pattern patio down here. Look, you've got sandstone, a lot of the stuff with ship ballast. So these homes, these historic homes, it's just so much more than a house. I mean, it's the material, the craftsmanship, the style. There's just so much that tells a story about our past and our ancestors. And I just think it's so important to cover that. And I love, this is my personal favorite type of architecture, just because the underlying theme with Greek revival is order. And so, of course, in the 1830s, we were such a young country. And this was a very popular architectural style because, Greece was the first democratic state. So it was designed after that. So to me, it just kind of evokes that type of emotion. It kind of brings you back in time to that. And I just think the scale of it with these monumental columns and just the simplicity of it is beautiful. And if you look at the handrails, the tops of them, they're rounded, right? So that rain, that's the reason they're 200 years old now, because the rain never rotted them out. They were made of cypress. Water could never sit on them. And then they have a swallowtail cut at the base so that the water doesn't rot out the base of the foundation as well. But it's a magnificent home. And this is just one of 8 homes on the Historic Homes Tour. And we thought it would just be kind of fun. We're going around on our golf cart and just meeting people and giving rides and talking about historic homes. What a gorgeous day. We are at the fountain in the middle of Washington Square, which is the most beautiful public park in the middle of Oakley Garden Historic District. Look at these fountains and all the sculpture and statuary and these beautiful trees with these resurrection ferns. Of course, it's decorated for Christmas for the Homes Tour, and we're going to walk down to a house that's on the tour. But I just wanted to showcase this area. It's so beautiful and ethereal with these limbs, the way that they just kind of frame everything. And I just love the this whole area with the ironwork and the fountain. And I mean, it's just such a beautiful space. They have weddings here, plays, orchestras sometimes. It's a great place for this historic district. Everybody can kind of get together, and it's so convenient and close to downtown. We've got Mardi Gras parades, we've got restaurants, you've got Callahan's Pub, which is a great little place to go eat, have a beer, and let's not forget the Iron Deer. Lisa actually has recently published a book about the Iron Deer. What's it called?
Dolphin the Deer.
Dolphin the Deer.
Alabama's mystical deer.
Let me show you the deer. This deer right here wrote an awesome book about this. This is the Iron Deer. And so this is something that's been passed down for generations of families that sit on this deer and get their photos taken. And so Lisa's written a children's book about it, which is really awesome. Y'all need to check that out. And love that. And then look at this limb. Look at the way that limb comes down. There's so many photographs taken in here. It's just so picturesque with these live oak trees. It's just, and these azaleas and camellias and everything in the springtime when it's in bloom. So beautiful. And we've got lots of different types of architecture on this street. You've got like Italianate and Greek revival and some really large mansions, some Victorians. We're going to go down the street here to this beautiful Victorian house with these turned railings, which I love that. You have to dip those in water and you have to clamp them to get them to stay like that. And so a lot of this type of artisan work that's done, it's lost art. A lot of people can't do this anymore. And so that's why I'm so passionate about preservation and saving. I just think it's so important to keep these skills for one. But I mean, look at how the way that this dappled sunlight comes through these tree limbs. I mean, it's just, I'm just going to be quiet for a minute. Let's just walk and look at these trees. You know, that quote that we love so much about architecture being frozen music and music being liquid architecture, there's got to be some type of nuance for that with these trees. I mean, look at that. It's a piece of art. Look at that. With the resurrection fern on it. It's just so gorgeous. This is part of kind of the awesome, you know, neighborhood vibe that you get here. Is you have families with strollers, and here comes a family with a golden retriever and a baby and doing a walk with a stroller. And you know, this is just we typically just drive our golf cart over here. Just a great way of life, and really slows down. It's not so hectic. And here we are, really almost in the heart of the city. I mean, we're so close to downtown, and we've got all the best things locally here with Mardi Gras and wonderful restaurants and bars and great neighbors. So I just encourage everyone to come down here and explore and just enjoy these areas, because this architecture just really takes you back in time. I want to show you this house on the corner here of Charles. I think this is Augusta. And look at this. I believe it's a steamboat Victorian type architecture. And I'm going to go across the street. See how you've got these curved balustrades up here? It's like steamboat. And what you have to do is you have to soak that in water and clamp it to get it to stay in that shape. So it's really difficult to do. And you've got all these different decorative friezes and spindles. And, you know, the thing about the Victorian era, everything was functional, but it was also beautiful. And that's what kind of takes you back with these areas, is you have all these different styles of architecture that kind of blends together. It kind of coalesces so beautifully, where everything is unique. It's no cookie cutter. I mean, just look at this tree. How amazing is this? Look at the size of this tree with this ancient bark and stuff on here. And the resurrection fern, we call it that because it looks like dry hair on it when it's dry, but once it rains, within a few hours, it all comes back out, and it's actually green ferns. So these things just provide so much. It's like its own ecosystem, each one of these trees, with all the squirrels and the nuts and the acorns and all the birds. And we have a big raccoon in one near the house, and a possum. So there's just so much life here. And this is why we love living in Mobile, Alabama, man. This is a great way of life. And we don't deal with traffic. We can walk everywhere. We've got everything that we need, grocery stores and the like. But I mean, look at this. It's like a festival for the eyes. I mean, look at this. So much with the different shingles, and it's just painted beautifully. I love the contrast of the different colors there. So this is decorated for Christmas on the Homes tour. We had, so we had Greek Revival architecture and Victorian, and this one I think Steamboat Victorian, and then the Richard's DAR home downtown, which is more of an Italianate townhouse, brick townhouse, which is stunning with the cast iron work. And we may go down there as well. But really wanted to just try to feature as much of this as we could for everyone and kind of chronicle this, because these homes tours are just amazing. And I love being part of it, because then I meet other people with similar interests that have an appreciation for the same things. You know, it's not just a house. It is a story about all of our ancestors and the materials and the craftsmanship and the styles and why they were popular at that time. So it really tells a story about the fabric of our city. And I think it's so important to preserve that. And that's why we love doing this podcast and just showing off Mobile and all the great things that it has to offer. Hey, y'all, we're downtown in Oakleigh Historic District at the Richard's DAR home for the Historic Homes Tour. And this was built in 1860. It is a Italianate townhouse, and the details of this house are just astounding. Everything in this place tells a story about our past. I love Look at this front door, just the craftsmanship and these corbels. It has a marble lintel over the windows so water doesn't get between it. It's got these black and white check marble floors. Even the stairs are marble. And we've got old Mobile bricks, which are handmade. With this cast iron work is just unrivaled. If you look up top, it tells the story of the 4 seasons of Mobile, you know, the 4 different seasons. So it's just so much more than just ironwork. It really is artistry. And even what you're standing on, Lisa, that's actually old slate from ship ballast they used to bring over on ships, and they would use that to pave the sidewalks. So it was really brilliant because these live oak trees break up the concrete now, and that's the way it would kind of give with it a little bit. But I mean, look at this thing. It's just magnificent. And you've got these giant live oak trees kind of framing it. It's just the way that they all work together is so ethereal. And it's just a timeless type of beauty that's really unrivaled to me. I just love the old world beauty. And I wanted to show you all this side garden over here. Of course, they've got these beautiful camellias. And if you come over to the side garden, you can kind of get a whole different view of the house. But you can also see they've got these cast iron benches. And then you've got this pergola over here. So the DAR, Daughters of American Revolution, my mother's actually really involved with that. And what they did, they contacted the city of Mobile and got back to the boneyard, some old material that they had, that the city had from old buildings. And they repurposed that and reimagined it into this pergola. And as we get closer, you'll start to see more of the detail in it. But there are some cast iron panels. They just painted everything white with these decorative type corbels. And you got the Greek key design. I think the way it all works together is really great. It's a good little gathering spot. And then you just think about all the tens of thousands of bricks and labor that went into. Look at the molding up there they did a brick dental molding with those Italianate type brackets. So it's just got so many different influences into this house, and it's been so wonderfully preserved. And that's what makes you so happy, is that, you know, our children and grandchildren will be able to come here one day and appreciate this as well. We've lost so much, but this thing is just gorgeous. And then if you come down and look through this, look at this. This is so picturesque. It's like a New Orleans style courtyard. It's all paved with old Mobile bricks. They've got this beautiful triple tiered cast iron fountain back there that really, you know, the fountain, that kind of the bubbling of that kind of just makes it so much like a sanctuary, kind of a Zen moment back here. And been to several parties here. So much fun. And they've done such a great job at preserving this for future generations. And I'm just thrilled to be a part of it and be on this Historic Homes Tour. I hope y'all can join us. Thank you so much for watching Mobile by May. Please share with your friends and family, and hope that you can join us, and please like, share, and subscribe.